Hello and welcome to Jewellery Rescue. I'm Kat and I'm a girl on a mission to rescue and recycle the world's unwanted jewellery. Today I had planned a car boot sale and then a charity shop road trip for you, but unfortunately as I was about to come out to the car it absolutely poured down with rain from nowhere. You can see it on the windows here, but it's now bright sunshine again. So I don't think there's any point going down to the boot sale. I think everyone will have just packed up and gone, but we will go and do a charity shop trip. I'm going to go round a little village on the outskirts of a town, so we'll do both the village and the town, and then I'll do a haul and show you what we found afterwards. If you like what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get to it.
So we're just walking up to the first two charity shops, which are in a little village called Farncombe. There's not much in Farncombe. I wouldn't say it was a destination, but these two charity shops sometimes have some absolute gems. The pricing is pretty good. They do sometimes get some designer items. Sometimes I find some jewellery. I don't think they have anybody who is really assessing their jewellery. So I'm hoping that we'll find some gems today. As I say, there are two. So we're starting off in Deborah. And this is quite a big store. It's got furniture as well and quite a lot of clothing. I ended up getting myself, I think, a top and a pair of trainers in here too. And then the other shop, which is two doors down, is Phyllis Tuckwell. It's quite a small shop, but as I say, there are some gems. In the window here, they had a Venetian mask, which I didn't even check the price on, but that probably would have been quite a good pickup, but too big really for me to post. So I left it there for somebody else. Just checking out what was in the window display. So I'll show you what I picked up there later. I'm now heading into Godalming. So this is the yard market where I resell my upcycled jewellery and a few vintage pieces, and I have a little basket of pre-loved stuff there as well. So these are some of the earrings and necklaces, charms, rings, bracelets and so on that I've made from things that have come out of the unboxings that I do on the channel, subscriber donations, charity shop bags and so on. I've got some kits in there. This is my pre-loved stuff. Some stretchy bracelets, which obviously need stocking up. And then I was into Godalming town. There are some amazing charity shops in Godalming. This is the Shooting Star. I've had a couple of really nice pieces out of there. We're up the end of the high street here. This is called the Pepper Pot, this memorial stand here. And there's another little gem of a shop. I believe it's another Phyllis Tuckwell. This was the bits in their display. They have a box of things that are broken and they're 50p each, so I often get some great stuff. So then there was the Dogs Trust, Samaritans, British Heart Foundation, Cancer Research and Oxfam. Loads to choose from. There's a couple more I didn't even get round to either. So we're back home now, and the postman has been with an exciting parcel, so I'll show you what he brought as well. The first thing I wanted to mention was I bought these trays. So there are 3 of these stackable jewellery trays. There's no lid, they're all the same like this. But they're like the Stackers jewellery boxes, which I absolutely love. And I thought that these would be quite nice for storing some of my sterling silver things that have been listed online, of which I plan to list a lot more from September when my little one starts school, so I'm excited about that. So I paid a £5 for 3 trays. That might sound a lot, but the Stackers ones are really expensive. They're not the Stackers ones, they're just a copy, but they're quite nicely made and I'm pleased with those. So what did the postman bring? The postman brought a sneaky little eBay purchase. So I bought these 2 beautiful rings off eBay this week. They are sterling silver with 9 carat gold. They've both got a beautiful set of hallmarks. They were listed as separate items on eBay, but they're clearly together from the same maker. There's the marks on that one. And this one was listed as having a little diamond in the middle. Now you may have noticed that I wear hammered rings. I have quite a collection of them and I absolutely love them. So I thought that possibly one of these would stay home with me and the other one would be relisted. They had terrible photos, they were all out of focus, and I just felt that they went for silly money. I think this one was under £20 and this one was about £20, which seems crazy for gold and silver and a diamond, but there we go. Hopefully I will make a profit on one of them and get to keep the other one. So this one, interestingly, I thought had stones in it, but it's not, it's clear. I just love this bark sort of effect on the side there. It reminds me of glasses that we had when I was a kid that were from the 70s, as in drinking glasses. But also look how nicely this one goes with my Native American storyteller ring. They just look beautiful together. But I can't keep both of them, and look how amazing this one looks with my hammered rings. So I think that one's just going to stay there for a little moment whilst we ponder over those. I found some lovely sterling silver. There's more in the tray below this as well, but I did also find a mixed metal ring. As I was just saying, I love the mixed metal. Now this one I made in a silver making workshop last year. It's sterling silver with copper, and I made that myself, and I could see that this one was exactly the same. It's been made in the same sort of workshop. It's not professionally made because you can see the join in the back there of the silver, and there are no markings on it, as there are none on mine either. Look how nicely that goes. So that was £10, and that one is staying in my collection. The rest of this I think is going to be to list. So in the first shop I found this beautiful AB stone necklace. Unusual for me to find these in a gold tone setting, and all the stones were there, and it was £2.50. Somebody's going to love that. And then in the other, so this was in the village, the other shop I found this one. These two charity shops are just brilliant. I always find little gems in them. I also bought myself a top and a skirt and a pair of trainers for £5 that were brand new. So I was pleased with those finds for myself as well. So this is a huge chunky plastic chain style necklace. I'm not sure if it's new or old, but just thought it was an awesome statement piece. And that was £4, which is a bit more than I would normally spend, but it was just so unusual I had to take it. Then in town I found lots of things. So the first shop in town I found the ring. Then can't remember where I went next. I was there all day, had lots of fun. I found this Jaeger bracelet. It's really heavy. They look like huge cultured pearls, but I think they're either ceramic or maybe glass that's been painted. It's very, very heavy, and it's got one of these amazing sailor's locks, which I just love. That was £2.50. From the same shop I found this one, again another mixed metal, but these normally are not closed. I've never found a closed one. They're normally an open one, and it was just so unusual. That for £1.95, I couldn't leave it there. And then this one was just £1. Beautiful handmade wooden bangle, which would really look really nice in a stack as well for £1. Seems crazy. And in that shop I found this beautiful sterling silver. Check these out. I paid £10 for these. They were in the cabinet, but I felt that they should have really been listed at about 25, don't you think? They test as citrine. I put them on the Presidium. They're just stunning. No marks apart from the 925 on the back, but I thought they were lovely. And then next to those were these beauties. These were also £10. They need a little bit of adjusting. One of the hoops is very loose. This one just pops straight out, but I can adjust that with my jewellery making pliers. Really nice, large, chunky hoops. 90s style, or possibly even 80s. So they were a bargain. Have they got markings on? Not sure if they are actually marked, but I know that this shop does have somebody that tests all the silver if they're going to put it in the cabinet. But obviously when I list those, I'll have to test those too. So that's our first tray. Check out this one. It's almost mirrored. You can see the reflection of my camera in there. And then this centre section is sort of hammered and then painted with something. There are no marks on it. It feels like, is it Moda, that brand I found a couple of times recently, the 60s brand from Malta. It feels like that, but no markings. I think it must be 1960s. And it's got one of these cool long necklaces that's just got the loop to close it rather than a clasp because it goes over the neck. That was £3. I thought that was quite cool. And then I think all of the remaining pieces came from one shop that has very reasonably priced jewellery. They've got lots of things in a cabinet, but also loads of things out on the wall, and most of it is reasonably priced. This one I looked at last time I was in, and I kind of regretted not picking it up because it was so unusual. I think it's polymer clay, you know, like Fimo. Let me just see if I can focus that a bit better for you. There you go. Very lightweight. It's short. It's probably about 16 inches. Nothing special on the clasp, but £2. And check this one out. The lady was detangling a massive load of necklaces on the till, and I could see this one was in there. So while she rang everything else through, I cheekily untangled this one. It's a piece of glass, but it's huge. I've never seen a glass necklace that big. It's got brass on the beads there, just on a cord, £3. Somebody will really love that. This necklace, which is not sterling silver, but I just thought it was really fun. Musical things usually sell quite quickly for me, and that was £2.50. This is a Swarovski crystal necklace. I think that they probably missed the mark on the clasp there. It's not silver, but it's got the good branding on it. I was just going to show you the swan there. It's got more crystals in there. Just a really pretty classic basic. That was £2 as well. My bracelet caught on my dungarees there. This ring is absolutely huge. The size of it, I think it might be a scarf ring, or else it must be a man's ring, but it is really, really big. I think it's aluminium and it's been handmade, and it was £1. And in fact, actually, I think she gave me both of the rings free when she put it all through the till. So I also picked up this one, which I've never seen anything quite like that before. It's just plastic, but really good fun. It's got to be worth £1, hasn't it? But as I say, it ended up being free. And then she threw these in as well. So this charity shop has a box of broken bits, single earrings and so on. And I always find some things in there worth having. This I thought looked handmade. It's got this brushed effect on the metal, so that made me wonder if it could be silver, plus this tarnishing around here, so I'll test that for silver. What I'll probably do is hang a pearl or a gemstone in the middle of it and turn it into a pendant. And then this really sweet little huggy hoop earring. I've got some very similar ones that were just from Sainsbury's that are gold plated, that have the peace sign and the rock sign on hands, but this is even smaller. So my plan is to take that one off and make it into a super tiny pendant. So I'll show you when I've done that. I also picked up another massive bag of broken bits and earrings from the shop where I got the one from the live stream, so we'll do that in another unboxing another time. So in total, including that bag that I bought, well, let's exclude the bag that I bought, I spent just under £50. So that is a lot for me to have spent in one go, but I got some really cool pieces. What do you think? I'm hoping that those earrings will make me back most of that money on its own, and I've got these cool storage trays as well, and of course the ring for myself, which was £10. What was your favourite piece? Tell me in the comments. If you're new here, please do consider subscribing. Check out the channel, see what else is on there. There's unboxings and thrift hauls and tutorials and all sorts. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.